stuff. You trolling like a bitch. I'm tired. And she probably ain't minor. What up, though? I need somebody to be in my chat. What? Time to fuck him up. Hey. Oh, this phone might die soon, so we gonna have to get straight to it. Welcome back, hot dogs. It's your boy Spider Pig, aka TWP, aka Mr. AKA. We're gonna do the AKAs later. Like I said, for some reason I was tired and didn't plug my phone in before I went to bed. So it's at like 40%. And we got 2 Dragon Ball videos we gotta review. Shouts out to the review game. Y'all already know. If y'all want something y'all want to watch, leave it in the comments. Other than that, I'll be the captain. Y'all just come for the ride, right? Right. That right there. Let me check my... That over there. Nice. That should be straight. And
did you know that vegetarian is an old Native American word? It means bad hunter. These are farm facts with Granny.
According to astrologers, the year 2024 is placed under the sign of the green wooden dragon. Next year, there are 5 zodiac signs predicted to experience a rise in what...
At the moment, as before I go and give you the following information, if you aren't already a member of Unreal's Patreon community, then you are truly missing out on so much without you even knowing, because not only is the next episode...
y'all already know, go check it out.
Isn't that right, Sid?
I already joined this Patreon today. Tons of great stuff on there, actually. But did you really have to blow up the city?
Yes.
You up the domino. You blew up the domino, and you're laughing. Do you realize the fucking crisis here?
And you will be next. Unless you subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications right now.
Or else, what? You'll aggressively scream for several hours.
Kakarot! Kakarot!
Well, I'm afraid now, with Goku and Vegeta left with no other options than to engage against Universe 17's God of Destruction all by themselves, with Broly remaining on the sidelines for the sake of our heroes if they hope to make it out alive. If Goku and Vegeta don't figure out a way to bind or defeat Lord Grizzlore soon, then I'm afraid no matter what it is that they will try against him, will it only be for nothing in the very end.
Our story now continues following the initial events of Universe 17's God of Destruction Grizzlore, now shown locked in a heated battle against Goku and Vegeta. As with Broly now briefly immobilized, with the Angel Jinrei having to oversee the battle in front of him, was when Jinrei then went on to respond. And I must admit that watching Lord Grizzlore engage against these two in a 2-on-1 battle like this wasn't something that I was ever expecting for him to undergo, and especially not today, since his original plan was to go into hibernation in getting enough rest before having to go and pay Lord Beerus a visit in Universe 7, but, well, even now, Lord Grizzlore's sheer size and muscle density is proving to hold a significant advantage in this battle against those two, as despite Goku and Vegeta's impressive coordination and resilience out there against him, I'm afraid that their attacks simply aren't having the kind of impact that they were hoping to have, and as judging based on how this is currently going and the way this is looking, Jinrei continues, it'll only be a matter of time before Lord Grizzlore crushes them both and moves on with his plans, as I do still expect for him to travel into Universe 7 and meeting with Lord Beerus, but, well, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't curious on how this battle that they are currently wing is going to go, because even with the Saiyans knowing that Lord Grizzlore is far stronger than either of them can muster within the moment, when considering on who those two have been trained by, and when considering on how they are likely one of the very few mortals to ever wield such power, I'm more than curious to see if they will be able to go and find a way to overtake Grizzlore in battle, or if they're simply running on their instincts out there against him in hopes of allowing for their ultra powers to be what is strong enough in having to take Grizzlore down for good. To which all the while in the meantime, when then venturing back on over onto the battlefield and seeing as to how Goku and Vegeta were engaging against Grizzlore, was when Grizzlore then went on to quickly respond, "This is just way too easy, but far more entertaining than I thought that this would be. But don't tell me that this is seriously the best that the two of you can do now, is it?" Grizzlore questions. "What a disgrace, for your ultra forms are just pitiful attempts at true divinity, and as I can now begin to understand on why your universe is in such a sorry state that it's currently in, especially with a destroyer who can't even maintain his own focus anymore on top of it," Grizzlore continues. "But just in case you don't want to go ahead and take my word for it," Grizzlore went on to then grab onto Vegeta's hair along with Goku's arm by then quickly responding, "Then why don't I just go and show you both by using you as examples to further prove my points that no matter what level of power you Saiyans manage to go and achieve, even if it just so happens to be under the watchful eye of your universe's God of Destruction or not, and that is you will never come close in amounting to the sheer levels of power that we gods who sit at the highest of valleys have amounted to. And so if it wasn't painfully clear to you little puny mortals before, well, maybe now it is," Grizzlore went on to then slam Vegeta and Goku together. "And to think that you fools actually believe that you stood any sort of remote chance in getting the better of someone who was far more powerful than you in this battle was just utterly laughable. But if you're still not convinced that you are both utterly doomed," Grizzlore continues, "and if you can't still see that no matter what it is that you both do, that none of it will be strong enough to hurt me, then I want you both to go and take it from me, because if you don't, then you can go and ask your puny God of Destruction Beerus for yourselves, and he'll go and tell you." As Beerus knew better than to go and try to pick a fight with me when I was hungry, Grizzlore went on to then slam Goku down on the ground by continuing, "But just look how soft he's grown over the years, which only goes as far as to reflect his laziness within the two of you mortals." To which seconds later, within that very moment, as Vegeta's body was then shown hurtling across the battlefield as Grizzlore attempted to stop.
That boy ain't doing Goku and Vegeta no favors. He's straight on their ass. On their ass. Well, I didn't start my waking bag off with a roach blunt, but that'll be the second one. I'll be around whenever I get to it. Hell, I'm getting high today. Morning, everybody. What's up?
down at Goku was when Goku then went on to quickly respond. Oh, you can't just assume that we're your enemies here just because we happen to come from Lord Beerus's universe. As you are making a huge mistake by doing this, and so just try to understand that we aren't here just to simply cause trouble, Lord Grizzlore. And so you just have to try to simply listen to what it is that I'm trying to tell you here, please. With Grizzlore responding, and why exactly should I go and believe anything that you are saying, you little worm? As you were the fools who went and stuck your nose in my business when all you needed to go and do was simply let it go. But since you mortals just simply couldn't let your meals be handed over to me, Grizzlore proceeds to stomp on down. I already vowed that I was going to make all three of you pay, and that is exactly what I'm going to go and do. And because your fate has already been sealed, I'm going to But then, it was suddenly from out of nowhere with Ultra Ego Vegeta Shaw having to blast Grizzlore from the side was when Vegeta then went on to quickly shout, "Enough of these games, you tiresome overgrown maniac! The one who was trained under Beerus directly. Why, you cocky little arrogance pest. What are you doing, you fool? Hurry and launch a counterattack while I have him within my sights before he tries to turn this entire thing around on us. So now hurry it up and figure something out right now, Kakarot!" As Goku then went on to quickly respond. Right then, and so I sure do hope that this works on him, but here goes nothing, Goku shouts. Solar Flare! What was that just now? Grizzlore went on to then step back by then quickly responding. A blinding attack, as I can't see. Yes, he's blinded, Kakarot, and so now hurry, Vegeta shouts. The solar flare had worked on him, but we may not have long, as Goku then went on to leap on up by then quickly responding. Right, and so let's just hurry and try to catch him off guard while he isn't able to see, as Grizzlore then went on to respond. Oh, no you don't, cause now you Saiyans have done it. For you two are really starting to grow a little too comfortable in assuming that you already have me all figured out. Grizzlore went on to then grab onto Vegeta and Goku's skull. As the two of you may go and assume that you have me all figured out as much as you would like, when in actuality, we are only just getting started, Universe 7. And while you think that you may in fact have a fighting chance here against me, I'm here to tell you both face to face, nose to nose, and eye to eye, and say that just like your puny so-called destroyer Beerus, neither of you will be strong enough to walk off my world in one piece, because you will both be already too far deep within my stomach to be doing so. And so now do you feel it? For I have seen many who are just as rebellious as the two of you come and go. And no matter how hard they've tried to change the outcome of their destinies, Grizzlore continues, for just as hard as they were shown trying was exactly how hard they were all shown falling. As I am going to ensure you both that there will be no tomorrow for either of you who dare to step foot and touch down within my universe the way you did, as I will go and continue to smash your skulls in until there is nothing left. Do you hear me, you puny little men? For there will be no tomorrow for either of you once this day is through, as I will go and make sure that there will be no tomorrow and that there never will be, mortals. To which even now, as Grizzlore was shown continuously going as far as to smash both Goku and Vegeta's skulls continuously over and over again against one another, was when Jinrai went on to then respond. Oh, but wait a minute now, and just where in the world did this sudden but yet extremely massive battle power just come from? This sudden surge of power appears to be coming from this Saiyan Broly as well. Yes, and unlike the powers that Goku and Vegeta went on to display, Broly's power here feels nearly identical to that of a God of Destruction's power through its sheer destructive force, and while it feels extremely unstable and dare dare I even say, very loose with how it appears to be overflowing, perhaps there was something far more to this Saiyan warrior than Lord Grizzlore cared to even realize, Jinray continues, which could essentially end up being very problematic in the long run if this situation isn't handled accordingly. And while I don't believe that those two over there are going to be strong enough to use their recently discovered ultra levels to best Lord Grizzlore, who is vastly more experienced than them in battle, now I can't help but wonder if there is something far more to this Broly than what we already know about him, Jinray says, especially while possessing such freakish levels of power that I can now begin to sense dwelling from deep within him, which almost reminds me of that of a ticking time bomb just ready to explode. And while he is not known for being directly trained under a god, Jinray continues, I can't help but wonder on how deep the so-called power of Broly's goes if he somehow manages to re-engage. Or it's quite fascinating if I just so happen to say so myself, and so I will need to go and pay very close attention to that one over there, just in case he were to unleash this power that I'm sensing that's coming from him. But even while this was shown having to happen with Jinray, as Grizzlore was shown slamming Goku's body on down to the ground before having to lunge his head back before having to bite into Vegeta, was when Grizzlore then went on to shout,
And now you will suffer, for this is my world, Saiyans, for I am Lord Grizzlore, ruler of the mighty and unbeatable Universe 17. And while my power grows, so does my appetite for more tasty food. So with that said, now give me your flesh, Saiyan. Hang on, Vegeta. Don't let him go and try to tear right through you like this. And so just hang in there, because I'm trying to go and get to you, but I can't seem to get him off of me, Goku says. And so now don't let him go and do this to you, Vegeta. Just keep trying to fight back and resist, cause we have to go and try to find a way to win if it's the last thing that we do. What do you think that I'm trying to do, Kakarot? He's too strong, and I can't get him to let go of me, you bastard. Just let go of my arm, you lunatic.
Hey, he did say he was going to eat something before he went to bed. You see what I'm saying? He said, I got 3 Saiyans. Oh, well, shit. Broly kind of big, too. I might have to make that plate big and stacked up. You see what I'm saying? I was trying to get a couple burgers. Now I got a couple quarter pounders with cheese.
For I am not a piece of meat just sitting around on your menu, and so now let go of me right now. He's not moving, and at this rate, he's going to tear my arm completely off the bone, Kakarot. I'll never let go of you, Saiyan.
But then, it was only just now from out of nowhere with a gigantic burst of energy now shown having to emanate from behind Grizzlore, or was when Goku then went on to chime in.
Whoa, just what in the world is that? And what an incredibly monstrous energy awaits. Oh no, not like this. It's Broly. He's completely lost all control out there, and unless he can remember as to who we are and what we're going up against here, then this entire situation has just gone from bad to so much worse, especially now that Broly has completely gone berserk out there with no end in sight.
What was that just now? Grizzlore went on to then utter, with Jinray having to then chime in. But of course, for I knew that this was going to be the case involving that other Saiyan, and there it is. And as I knew that this would eventually happen, but I wasn't expecting for it to come so soon, and more notably, for it to actually come from a mortal who wasn't trained by either Lord Beerus or my brother Whis, but even now, with the mortal's intent solely focused on challenging Lord Grizzlore once more, Jinray continues, this should make for a rather very interesting showcase nevertheless, as it is very rare for Lord Grizzlore to ever find himself in a situation quite like this one that he is currently in, but I still doubt that with such an unstable and unrefined power such as the one that Broly is currently displaying, will it simply go as far as to be enough to make a difference in this contest, especially while Lord Grizzlore has yet to really try out there, Jinray says. says. But it was only just upon with Grizzlore slowly being shown having to turn his head in questioning as to what was approaching was when Grizzlore then went on to question,
Wait a minute, so what's that unusually massive surge of power that I sense rapidly approaching towards my direct?
but then it was only just now from out of nowhere with full-powered Super Saiyan Broly now making his arrival onto the scene by punching Grizzlore in the face was when Goku then went on to quickly shout,
Vegeta, we've got to be careful because we can't assume that Broly is able to remember who we are or even which side he is currently fighting on, and so we've got to try and keep him at bay here just in case. Well, at least he managed to knock that overgrown behemoth off of me before he was able to do any more damage just now. But maybe Broly was able to remember us, right? You are able to remember who we are, can't you, Vegeta questions? Right? Why are you looking at me like that? Wait, no, you're kidding, right? I'm not your enemy here, you freak! You've got to try to remember who you are, and so what are you about to do?
to which fortunately enough for Vegeta, before Broly even managed to actually make contact by swinging on down and attacking Vegeta was when Goku then went as far as to use instant transmission and getting Vegeta out of there with Jinray then having to chime back in. Very interesting. So the Beast is unable to tell the difference between friend and foe while also allowing for this power of his to dictate the course of his actions. How very fascinating, Jinray says. To which fortunately enough for Vegeta, with Goku then shown quickly having to make the save before Broly was able to do anything to Vegeta was when Goku then went on to quickly respond,
I got you, Vegeta. That was a close one, but now that Broly's completely lost his mind out there,
we are really left with many other options in being able to do anything on our own to de-escalate the overall situation, but even now we have to hurry and act fast before something happens to Broly, with Vegeta responding,
What the? Oh, damn it. We've went and lost all control of the entire situation out there, Kakarot. Because with Broly now using that berserker form of his, he can't tell the difference between who is friend and who is foe. So, we'll have to go in there and knock him out or try to calm him down, otherwise he'll destroy us both within the process.
Listen, I know that it may not be ideal here, Goku quickly responds, but I think that you and I both know on what it is that you and I are going to have to do here, and so we are left with no other choice, Vegeta, as Goku wants to respond,
Well, and here I thought that I'd be feasting upon a nicely cooked meal by the time I returned to where I had left you, but I guess I must have taken it a bit too easy on you when I nearly set you into a cold oblivion, and now that you've shown me that there's actually a lot more to your power than I originally thought there'd be, Grizzlore continues, you and I really aren't so different after all, now are we? Because now you have my attention, Saiyan. And so the bigger they are, the more I can eat, because as impressive as this monstrous power of yours is, I can safely assure by having to just simply look you dead in your face and say that you don't scare me one bit, mortal. As I just love it when my prey attempts to try and fight back, and so go ahead and show me what you're made of, big guy.
to which upon that very moment as Broly was now dead set and having to go after Grizzlore as Goku continued to plead and having to speak with Vegeta was when Goku then went on to continue, listen, we are left with many other options here, and because Broly allowed for his rage to take control, it's painfully clear to us both right now that Broly is no longer within the right state of mind to be considered an ally to us, and it's because he's out there with Lord Grizzlore all by himself. If we don't try to do something to try and calm him down or stop him like you had mentioned, then Lord Grizzlore will either destroy Broly in the process, or Broly will just simply go and try to destroy us since he doesn't appear to understand on who is friend and who is foe out there, Goku says. And so while it's clear to us both that we could go out there and try to engage against them separately while using our strongest levels of power, Goku continues, there is no guarantee that we'd be able to stop either of them, and since it's clear that we just can't handle that God of Destruction alone as we are, and while we still can't just bank on Broly being able to go and do this on his own either since he hasn't been able to fully master and control his power, then we're going to have to do what we always did as a last resort in order to survive, with Vegeta responding,
Wait, now hold on for just a moment there. Surely you aren't suggesting what I think you're suggesting now, are you? Because you, of all people, should already know good and damn well on how I feel about that, and
so you can just forget it, Kakarot. And so we'll just have to go and find another way to win here because you aren't going to be suckering me into doing that stupid thing with you again. Well, it's not like we have much of a choice here either, Vegeta, because think about it, Goku says. With this God of Destruction already being far stronger than any of the other destroyers that we faced, it's not like we'll manage to go and get very far against them as we currently are, and plus with Broly now completely going berserk out there is no guarantee that he will be able to remember on who we are or which side he is even on, Vegeta, and so, in order for us to further avoid on what you and I both know will happen out there, Goku continues, we are hereby left with no other choice than to go and do what it is that we have to do, Vegeta, as it was only right then and there now, during that moment, where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the resurrected fallen gods of destruction, the Universe 17 saga, manga chapter number 5 special, then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from here, as I do want to go as far as to address something very important with our dear viewers at the moment. As before I go and give you the following information, if you aren't already a member of Unreal's Patreon community, then you are truly missing out on so much without you even knowing. Because not only is the next episode already on the page, but if you want to support all of the manga content that you see and gain access to tons of exclusives along the way that range from a variety of different things, then we do encourage for you all to become members of our Patreon
if y'all want to go ahead and be ahead of Mike. See, I only do them after they come out, because, you know, shout out to the game. Might be stealing, but I ain't stealing everything, right? Right. Shout out to y'all.
Quite a surprise. Goku and Vegeta are extremely lucky to have made it out alive out there against Lord Grizzlore, but now that they have an opportunity to do what is needed in order to stand a fighting chance at winning against such a violent destroyer, you do not want to miss out on what is about to happen coming up next. So we hope that you all enjoyed today's video, as before you leave, do make sure to give this video a thumbs up by smashing that like button on your way out, as well as subscribing to Unreal and Gaming's channel in case you are new around here. We thank you all for watching and hope you all have a wonderful day, everyone, as we'll see you all in the next one.
Hello. Did you know that you can stay up to date with the latest Dragon Ball content by simply subscribing to Unreal and Gaming?
Also, don't forget to follow on these social media platforms. You sexy son of a bitch.
Roshi.
Silent Cell. Me and the fans are having a moment.
Roshi got that theme music, boy. Shout out to Master
right.
Roshi. Talking that
I know
spit.
what you want. Extra long, thick,
Dragon Ball content.
Quality reviews with flawless editing. Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You dirty bitch.
Roshi, the fuck?
God damn it, I need them to subscribe, Cell.
And we're demonetized.
Yeah, screw it. Let's cut to the video.
Which parent are you? In the bustling city of Nutriville, a group of extraordinary individuals has emerged, known far and wide as the Superfood Parents. They are on a mission to transform their families' lives through the power of nutrition.
Shouts out to our video sponsors. They came in right on time, right?
The culinary mastermind behind the Superfood Parents playbook. With boundless enthusiasm, she welcomes you to embark on a thrilling journey to becoming a true superfood
we got
hero.
that new Kakame release that came out this week too. See, we got us a Super Saturday, right?
Superfood parents are
A
everyday
lot of
heroes.
Super and Dragon Ball
Superfood
content,
parents
right?
lead the charge for better health, but not with capes. They lead with carrots and whole food fats like avocados. And instead of masks, they lead with mangoes and berries. Fruits and vegetables are the disease-destroying arsenal of heroes. Are you a disease-destroyer superhero for your loved ones? Fruits and veggies fuel the mission of heroes like Veggie Vixen. Are you a Veggie Vixen for your loved ones? Dedicated to ensuring their loved ones thrive on a diet rich in faves, fruits and vegetables. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to guide your family to superhero status by reaching the highest levels of health and wellness daily. Become a plant-powered titan, a superfood avenger, or even a face crusader by earning 5 points for every fruit or vegetable eaten. It's a fun-filled quest where nutrition meets excitement. All of the digital details are at superfoodparents.com for the full experience. Superfood Parents has also created workbooks, where you'll discover the tools you need for success. These workbooks give you the heroic strategies to craft your grocery list like a seasoned hero. Which means you now have a playbook to even track your weekly meals like a true champion. And engage in mind-bending nutritional education with word searches that will keep your family entertained and informed. So, are you ready to join the ranks of the Superfood Parents? Are you prepared to unleash the power of faith and make every meal a heroic endeavor? If so, flip the page of the Superfood Playbook and let's begin your journey to becoming the ultimate superfood hero.
To become a sponsor, just visit superfoodparents.com.
You want peace? Let us be.
Silent. Had you been practicing on your art, you know your way in the dark. Silent.
Allow me to demonstrate our skills.
Last time on Kakame, Amaron all but defeated the Saiyans of Sadala as he was able to knock Vegeta out of his Ultra Instinct form. With nobody left to stop him, what will our heroes do? With his foot on the fallen prince's head. Caulifla skulls. Aren't all your bandages enough? You want me to add some medical dressing? Attack people who are still able to fight. Unfazed, Amaron utters, "You really surprised me, Vegeta. But as I've seen, this victory was mine all along." But Vegeta isn't willing to call it yet. He hisses for him to shut his mouth and he'll get his. Kicking the Saiyan in the face. It would be so easy for me to kill you. But stepping over to the others, specifically Caulifla. Observe, Vegeta. I'll take your henchman like you took mine. Our hero tries to goad him back to himself, shouting, "I'm your opponent! Bring it on!" However, the Fiend has already made up his mind. The prince can't even move and he keeps opening his mouth. When Sadala calls, "For all warriors capable of fighting, protect Sadala to the death! This will certainly be my last order." You will never understand, even at death's door. Saiyans will keep on fighting. That is the pride of our people.
Shout out to that Mountain Dew. Excuse me. What up, bro?
Amaron responds, "What an honor! Will you give it your all?"
You already know I'm out here getting it in on my normal posting schedules. Yeah. Shout out to Super Saturdays. Y'all know as soon as I wake up Saturday, I'm trying to do some Dragon Ball.
Kappa's sorry to be the one
If I'm hanging out at Bro House, you know, I'll be over there cooking it with love and more too. Shout out to my moderators in the building.
They're no match
Green
for
Squad.
him. And if that's the case, Kappa wants to hurry up and get this over with. The destroyer gets right in his face. Fennel calls out to him. Only for Lariat to jump between the
This
two,
is
taking the
artwork
hook in
on
his
here,
place.
though, so.
Got him, Caulifla!
Hey.
reckless Saiyan. The death of Kappa hitting Caulifla the hardest. She lazily fires a beam at her. With tears in her eyes, she asks what he takes her for. When she realizes something horrible. The key beam he fired, one of them was only shot to conceal the other. The second makes contact through her right hip. Fennel, now in her base form, powers down, believing it's really over this time. Caulifla also falls out of Super Saiyan, though likely not of her own doing. Then Amaron, powering up an energy ball, he howls. The despair in your eyes. There's no fighting spirit left in you. It's pitiful. I'm now disappointed. When he notices something,
Disappointing the enemy out here.
Shinoda's giving the remainder of his energy to Vegeta. He was also clearly overwhelmed emotionally by what's happened to Kappa.
Not his student, you know, Vegeta got him a student. It's an ultra ego, baby. You know he ain't finna play that shit. You ain't actually took me out the game. I think he got right back up. With some Dragon Ball logic.
Or should we say Kakarot being his guiding force and spirit? Vegeta still can't help but think back to all those he let down in this battle. With renewed vigor, he grunts. I have already died and literally been through hell. And obviously you haven't. I intend to show you a real taste of it. The pair staring off again. The two female warriors comment on his mental strength. For him, saving Son Goku is more than just a mission. For him, it's about honoring his destiny. Never hearing his name mentioned before, Fennel knew Vegeta had to have been talking about somebody. Entering Broly to confirm, is also holding Kappa's body. Vegeta seems cold, but his only desire is to save Son Goku's life in turn. Unfortunately, this gives Kale her first glimpse at her fallen comrade. Broly continues. In any case, this Son Goku helped me a lot too. From what I've seen, Vegeta has been indebted to him for years, even if I really don't know why. You mortal bastard! A little more charred than before, Amaron is on his feet regardless. He states, "You've got a punctured shoulder, multiple fractures, and your ki is almost depleted. It's getting theatrical. How can you still stand up?" Vegeta retorts, "Let me ask you the same." One of the destroyers stumbles and falls to the ground. Our hero sneers. "Well, it's about time, you filthy jerk! You've been playing hard to get, but in the end, the result remains the same. We're both at the same point. Using your destructive technique on such a large scale requires large amounts of energy. No technique is perfect." Getting a rare glimpse of fear in Amaron's eyes. "I must admit, no one but Lord Dremel has ever pushed me to such extremes. And that power you used." The villain detracts and begins a new statement. "But one thing's for sure, your end is nigh. I'll remember this planet and its fighters. Especially you, Vegeta of Universe 7. Vegeta scoffs. "Don't waste your last bit of strength. Get over here. Something tells me your two minions miss you." The prince counters with a savage knee to his abdomen. Stomping over, the Saiyan looks down at him and utters, "Since your arrival here, you've done nothing but sell yourself as the new god of destruction of Universe 14. Yet you seem to forget that you're nothing more than a spare wheel for the deities. You're not an immortal being." With those scathing words, Amaron clenches his teeth. Lord Tramel has set his sights on me. Me, Amaron! I was only a lost being who now rubs shoulders with the divine. I was chosen by the highest authorities. I received the blessing of the gods! Expelling for the destroyer and around the battleground. What's going on? The fiend furthers. I refuse to lose to the person I used to be. But to lose to what you used to be, Vegeta wants to know what he means. You, who sit above all, has no idea what drives us mortals to fight today. I forbid you to pronounce my name. Taking off from the planet, Amaron wants to finish Vegeta and Planet Sadala in one attack. He loathes. Once I've finished with you, I'll free my allies and hasten your end. It's only a matter of time. And appearing right next to the Enturo deity before he can react, the Saiyan queries if he honestly thinks he's just going to let him do this. Marching over the planet's moon, the villain can't believe what's happening. This is impossible. Get the hell out of here!
Classic Dragon Ball. You don't let the man power back up after you done beat him down.
Shouts to him to find a superior scum and send him
He
a
thought his
message from
second win.
Vegeta,
That's what we do. Oh, you think you winning? You ain't
doing
shit, homie.
We're ready and waiting for
I just had to get my warm-up out the way. Now that I'm all the way, kind of fucked up and ready to beat your ass, let's go.
Amaron, I won't forget what you inflicted on the people of Sadala. On Kaba.
He said, here we go. You done killed the little homie
Train
too?
as much as you'd like. This humiliation will haunt you for the rest of your life.
That dude fucked up.
Pray you never cross my path again. You've overestimated your own nature. You are and always will be a mere mortal. Not knowing what to think of these words, the Destroyer believes he doesn't have much of a choice. He's going to leave this miserable planet, but he's telling Vegeta right now the Saiyans will disappear from the multiverse in the near future. He better enjoy his last days of peace. No longer transformed, the Prince charges his ki and reaches out an arm. He's drained of all energy. The slightest attack could spell his doom. With that, the Prince utters but two words. Big Bang. When Amaron summons the staff in hexahedron, the craft bores him to take him away from this place. The battle is over. He's gone. Solemn, Vegeta doesn't know what to make of this. Why does this feeling persist? The feeling that they're in even more danger. We head back to Universe Zero for the first time in a long time. The realm where the Grand Priest managed to temporarily freeze all the opponents of the upcoming war. We spot the Mother of Angels in Dramel, beginning to awaken.
Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bedroom, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there till the morning light.
So 0 members, y'all better sign up. I already know we already doing the monetization thing on Spider Pig anyways. Go check out the Buy Me a Coffee. Go check out the Buy Me a Coffee. This is why we go through and show you the inside over there, so y'all already know what we doing as far as doing things. And then go check it out, see what's going on behind the scenes, get your hot dogs.
Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bedroom, on the floor.
Don't forget to go check out TWP on Rumble.
I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night, I'm gonna be there till the morning light. Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the garden, by the door, in the bedroom, on the floor. Remember me when you're far away. I'll always have a place for you to stay. In the middle of the night,
I always say that shit. And make sure it's set to all, which is already set. Y'all already know we fuck with our boy. That's his other channel too, so y'all know to go over there. Check out Is Beats. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know DJ Is be keeping this shit slapping. I didn't even record this. Oops.
Did you know X-Men member Nightcrawler, aka Kurt Wagner, borrowed a suit from...
We ain't gonna get into that right now. That'll be coming up on Spider Pig and Shorts. Yeah, dig. Shouts out to y'all for waking up with your boy. Y'all already know I'll be live on TWP at 10 a.m. So you got about an hour. Go ahead, get your little running around done. Check in with bro, see if he live. Then I'll be right back to do mine. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to TWP. Keeping it poppin'. Saturday, super. Starts off over here. Then we go right over to the cultivation side with your boy TWP, your best indoor gardener that you're going to find. If not, hell, come watch some entertainment over here and do some reviews with Spider Pig. That's what we do. Let me know what you want to watch in the comments. If not, keep being a hater, but I know you watching.